Nathaniel Turner, known as Nate, a survivor of 8 ACES, ACEs, Adverse Childhood Experiences. He shows the parents how to raise above childhood trials and tribulations and low societal expectations to help any child, regardless of age, realize their hopes and dreams. Nate does so by sharing the life template, a backward design process he created, enabling him to raise a multilingual son who left the country at 16 to chase a dream of playing professional soccer, receiving free education valued at more than 1.5 million USD, earning admission to 27 of America's best universities, earning fully funded fellowships to 7 of America's top graduate engineering programs, besides earning a PhD in electrical and computer engineering from Carnegie Mellon University, receiving MBA offers from 4 of America's leading business schools, including a full ride to New York University Stern's School of Business and more. This is so exciting, isn't it? So, as we prepare to delve into our conversation on the topic at hand, Mission 5126, here's an exciting twist. Let us tickle our guest's brain first. So, Nate, get ready for a rapid fire round of random words. I'll mention a few, and I would love to hear the first thing that comes to your mind in response without thinking much. If you're ready, let's dive right in.
I'm ready.
All right, so here comes the first word: curiosity,
Required.
invention,
Daily.
future,
Now.
book,
Lots.
movie,
Every day.
aliens,
I don't know. That's unknown. Unknown. You said one word. Unknown.
universe,
Important.
leadership,
Vital.
role model.
You.
Last one is success.
Undetermined.
Perfect. I love all the responses and thank you so much for participating in the first rapid fire round so sportively. Really appreciate it. And before I welcome you to the show officially, let me welcome the audience. So, folks, you have tuned into the Guiding Voice podcast series where we embark on transformative conversations for a better future. I'm your host Naveen Samala, dedicated to making the world a better place through valuable discussions that add value not only to your life but also to your career. And thank you so much for tuning in, and you are going to enjoy the episode. Nate, hearty welcome to TGV, the Guiding Voice. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here with you. And I feel your excitement, so you're making me excited too.
Thanks for letting me know, and pleasure to have you. Nate, let's get the ball rolling. We'll begin with your success mantra. So please share with us the top 3 things that have contributed to your success so far.
Other people, love for no reason, and focus.
Wow. Other people, love for no reason, and focus. Awesome. Amazing. I think this is the crispest response I've got for the success mantra. And let's move to the next one. So, Nate, you mentioned utilizing the North Star and the Death Star as guiding metaphors. So, could you elaborate on how these concepts evolve or help in navigating life's challenges and staying focused on one's true objectives?
Sure. So I am a descendant of enslaved people in America. And one of the things that my ancestors did to think about the day that they would be free was to look for the North Star. The North Star was the star they saw and figured out if they could get to the North Star, they could get to freedom. So I think of freedom in life by having a North Star. So I think all people who want to be free, whatever freedom looks like or means to you, have to have a North Star. If you're a fan of Star Wars, you remember that there is a Death Star that appears out of nowhere and zaps planets and destroys planets and people. I believe we all have Death Stars in our life that we may not be paying attention to, that will appear out of nowhere and destroy what it is that we hope and dream to happen. So those are the 2 principles.
Wow, so profound and so crisp. And Nate, your mission seems deeply inspired by both historical figures and a resilience mindset. So, could you share more about Mission 5126 and how the stories of Harriet Tubman and James Dyson influence your approach to helping others find their path to freedom and success?
So I just mentioned about the North Star, and of course, Harriet Tubman is perhaps the best illustration of that. But what Harriet Tubman did was she had 17 missions. So first of all, she freed herself, and then she went back 17 times to help free 70 other people. James Dyson had 5,126 failed prototypes over 15 years before he was able to get the 5,127th prototype that became the Dyson vacuum cleaner that we all know today.
Yeah.
I believe that in Mission 5126, the objective is to help people, but make sure folks understand the mission is not about you. It can't solely be about you. You have to go back and help other people. And you have to be committed to working the mission until you fail 5,126 times. And only then can you quit or even start thinking about quitting.
Mm-hmm. Amazing, Nate. Now let's move forward to my next question. So, what is this journaling forward, and how does this practice empower individuals to visualize and manifest their futures?
Sure. So we all have this part of our brain called the reticular activating system. We wake up each day, most people wake up each day and immediately get up and do things that were related to yesterday. So if you had a bad day yesterday, you probably wake up because we have 60 to 70,000 thoughts. 90% of those thoughts will be about something that happened yesterday. What I decided to do was to think about my life as I'd like it to be, not as it was any day previously. And so each day I wake and think about my best life. And in the first 20 minutes, I journal my life. I write about my life as I would like it to be, not necessarily as it is.
Amazing, amazing, Nate. And also, how do you incorporate the understanding of epigenetics into your strategies for helping individuals break free from the cycle of adverse experiences and also societal limitations?
It sort of looked like the old thought about what's more important, nature or nurture. We are who we are because of the DNA that we get, but we have the ability through epigenetics to change who we are by
Yeah.
nurturing something different in ourselves. And so that's the whole idea behind that.
Oh, got it. And also, how have these affirmations played a role in your life and the lives of those you coach? And could you share a few affirmations that have been particularly transformative?
Sure. So each day I remind myself that today could be my last day on the planet, and it is important for me to make sure that I live today as if it is the last day, because it could be the last day. So that's an affirmation that my responsibility each day is to help serve and make sure that everyone I come in contact knows that their life matters. That's one of the things I say. I say some things that are more personal, like I say I'm 160 pounds, twisted steel, covered in premium, semi-sweet, ooey gooey, a whole bunch of other stuff. But but I say those kind of things that I'm in excellent health, I maintain abundant wealth, and I share timeless wisdom. So each day there are things that I say, and people who know me recite my sayings back to me as a reminder of what I'm supposed to do with my life.
So powerful. In fact, I have seen a couple of friends getting benefit from affirmations, and I'm sure they're going to work. And off late, I started reading this Jose Silva's mind control method, right? And it is also so powerful. And good to know that. And Nate, this has been fabulous conversation so far, but it's time for us to add some more excitement and some more fun to the episode. So if you're ready, I'll fire the second rapid fire questions.
All right.
Okay, that's the spirit. And here comes the first bullet. If you could have one gigantic billboard anywhere with anything on it, what would it say?
Help serve, make sure others know their life matters.
Wow, so powerful. And Nate, complete this phrase three times. Never have I ever.
Quit. Never have I ever quit. Never have I ever quit. Never have I ever quit.
That's so creative. And describe yourself in just one word.
Purposeful.
Mhm. And given a chance, who would you like to swap your life for a day with and why?
Nobody. Nobody.
Wow, superb. I love it. And two truths and one lie about you.
Two truths, one lie.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm any more important than anybody else. I don't think I'm any less important than anyone else. The lie, I don't like people.
Love it. And here comes the last bullet out of rapid fire. What is one electronic gadget or a fantasy gadget that you'd like to see or invent yourself?
A gadget. I would like to see, I don't know if it's a gadget, but a thing. I wish we had a universal secretary of citizenry. I wish we had maybe a device or a person who could help all humans figure out how to get along together, to live in harmony.
Good one. You are very creative, Nate, and that was amazing second rapid fire round. And let's flip back to the mainstream. So, finally, how do you encourage individuals to learn from the journeys of those who have traveled before us? And could you share an example of a historical or contemporary figure who exemplifies the path to overcoming adversity and achieving greatness?
Well, we just talked about two. We talked about Harriet Tubman and both James Dyson. I mean, history is replete with people like that. There's a gentleman I think few people know. His last name is Link. I want to say his first name is Edwin Link. He is the inventor of the flight simulator. And he was a gentleman who was a tinkerer back in the early part of the 20th century. Never flew a plane, just invented a device, said he could help people learn how to fly. Nobody believed him, and he actually was right. And today, pilots learn how to fly all over the world using what was his Link simulator.
Wow, so powerful. And I'm so grateful that you shared this with our audience. And I thoroughly enjoyed our conversation, Nate. How is your experience being hosted on TGV The Guiding Voice?
Oh, it's been great. Like I told you, you're full of energy, so you make others manifest some energy. So it's impossible to sit with you and not be excited. So I appreciate you.
Thank you so much for the feedback, and I look forward to hosting you again and again on the show. And wish you all the best on everything that you do, Nate. I really appreciate you taking time in joining us and sharing your wisdom with audience across 130 countries.
I appreciate you. Thank you for having me, and I look forward to being able to share with you again.
Absolutely. So, friends, that was our episode with Nathaniel Turner, aka Nate. And before we jump into the fun trivia section, we have a quick request. In case if you haven't already subscribed to TGV, the Guiding Voice podcast, please subscribe from wherever you have tuned in, because subscribing keeps you updated on new episodes. And also, if you have enjoyed the conversation, please share with at least three of your friends or colleagues who would also like TGV, the Guiding Voice. So spread the knowledge and help others grow just like you. All right, now let's hop into the trivia segment. We have had a brief discussion about epigenetics. So I thought I would give you some less known facts about epigenetics as part of today's trivia. And first one is about interplay of environment and gene expression. Epigenetics reveal that environmental factors can influence gene expression without altering the DNA sequence itself, which means the experiences and lifestyle choices can affect how our genes are activated or silenced, impacting our health and even potentially passing on these changes to future generations. And second is about transgenerational inheritance. Epigenetic modifications can be passed down from one generation to the next, influencing traits and health outcomes in offspring. And this phenomena suggests that environmental exposures and lifestyle choices of previous generations can leave a lasting molecular legacy that shapes the health and development of future generations. And here comes the last one. It is about potential reversibility. Unlike changes in DNA sequence, epigenetic modifications are reversible and can be influenced by various interventions, including lifestyle modifications, diet, and pharmaceuticals. This offers hope for potential therapeutic interventions targeting epigenetic mechanisms to treat or prevent various diseases and disorders, highlighting the dynamic nature of gene regulation beyond genetic inheritance. So that's it from my side around epigenetics. And before I let you go, guys, I would love to hear from you. What is the best part of today's conversation? Feel free to comment it if you are watching it on YouTube, or if you found this on Spotify or Apple Podcast or anywhere else. You can use social media to share your feedback. That's it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in and also for being part of our awesome TGV family. We would love to hear from you. So do not hesitate to share your ideas, feedback, topic recommendations, guest speaker suggestions, either through social media platforms, or you can also email us at theguidingvoiceforyou@gmail.com, for as in digit and you as in letter U. Let's create content that resonates with you. I'm your host, Naveen Samala, a lifelong learner, and my goal is to have impactful conversations that improve your life and also your career. Until next time, take care, stay inspired, and remember the future holds great things because the best is yet to come. Goodbye for now. See you in the next episode with another amazing guest.